皆さんこんばんは。私はMasataka Shimizu desu, CEO of TEPCO. Tonight I will be presiding our board meeting. Up to today, it has been 45 days after the accident happened at our Fukushima nuclear power plant on March 11th. I know everyone in our company has been doing their utmost to minimize harms and solve problems, but we're still being criticized for not providing constant and enough information regarding to what we've been doing. In the world, our external communication needs to be strengthened. That's why I have invited Ms. Amber Rich, Corporate Communication Guru, to join us tonight. Ms. Rich, please go ahead and give your presentation, and you have 3 minutes.
Thank you for inviting me here today. I know this is a very difficult time for all of you, but I think there are things we can be doing to make this situation better. I think the first thing we need to do is inform the public that we are working together to prohibit any further damage and to fix the problems at hand. I think we can do that by disseminating fact sheets that will detail the work that's being done and the steps that we plan to take in the coming days. I think we need to highlight things like the temporary housing and the displaced fund that you've created. I think we need to tell the public that we're working with the Nuclear Energy Safety Commission to move forward and to continue to find and fix any problems. I think in these fact sheets we can talk about the progress that we have accomplished so far, including things like evacuating the nearby areas and the process that we've developed to clean up the seawater. I also think it's important that on these fact sheets we talk about the fact that you have cut salaries for some of your top executives and that you're devoting all your financial abilities toward the problem at hand.
It sounds like a good idea, but how are we going to do that?
That's a great question. I think we can handle that by creating a list on your current website with up-to-date information and daily present some sort of information about what's happening, what we're working on, and the things that we're doing to move forward. So compile all the information into an easy-to-read bulleted list of day by day what's happening. I also think another option would be to create a separate page and create a blog post so that people could come on a daily basis and find out what's happening with TEPCO. But I also think it's important to provide the same information and be able to answer questions with a weekly press conference. So one day a week we'll just have you, the CEO, set up somewhere specifically and have the media come and ask questions because we know that there will be quite a few questions about what's happening.
Well, yeah, I think the idea sounds good, but at the same time, the Japanese people are losing trust in TEPCO. Do you have any suggestions to work on that issue?
That's a great point, and I completely agree. It's very important that we restore confidence in TEPCO as a company and as a nuclear energy producer. I think the first thing that we need to do is in our initial press conference, we need to talk about the fact that we are financially prepared to mitigate the situation and that we're working collaboratively with safety officials and all the parties involved to try to find the best solutions possible. The Western media is also very concerned about TEPCO's progress in the situation, so I think it might be a good idea for you, the CEO, to write an op-ed piece for the New York Times highlighting the progress that we're making and the plan that we've established to minimize future losses.
Yeah, I like the idea, but I don't want only the American media to get the story. I want as many people as possible to hear what our company has been doing. So, do you have any ideas to solve that problem?
That's a great point, but generally if the New York Times covers something, it will always be covered in any other major publication in many countries. So if we can get the piece into the New York Times, it will definitely get covered by other publications. My last suggestion for you is that you reach out to the Emperor. I think in this time of crisis, it's important and the Japanese people want to hear from their Emperor.
Yeah, that sounds all really good and ideal, but why would the Emperor of Japan to do something on behalf of the fault of our company?
Well, I think because this is his people and his people are hurting, and I think his speech would help us to heal as a community and help us to move forward. So rather than spending time blaming the company, people can work together as a team and move forward as a country.
Okay, we'll try that definitely. And thanks for all your help, Ms. Rich.
Thank you.